So the new iPad is just as good looking as it was before, with its glass aluminium design, and while it might be slightly thicker and heavier than the iPad 2, it packs in 4 times as many pixels, coupled with a 5-megapixel camera, 1080p video and 4G connectivity. And that's all for the same price as the iPad 2. And the new iPad's 2048 by 1536 pixel Retina display is impressive. Colours are a lot more accurate and punchier, with pure whites and deep blacks. And at 264 ppi, the pixel density is pretty high, so individual pixels are practically non-existent. Hold it up to your nose and you'll see only the slightest hint of pixelation. The edges of app icons and fonts are seriously sharp, and you won't need to zoom to read tiny text. When you go back to the iPad 2, you can't help but notice those unsightly pixels. If you import photos like these taken on Nikon's D5000, every bit of detail is detectable, whether it's a slight autofocus hiccup or every single pore on your subject's face. Fast motion on the Retina display is handled flawlessly, be it from a game such as Air Supremacy or a 1080p video from iTunes. The iPad, however, still has a 4:3 screen. For reading, that's great, but it means films are either sandwiched by black bars or cropped to fit. There's no Siri virtual assistant living inside the iPad either. Instead, it exclusively packs dictation. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So whenever you would normally type, you can now speak. It's incredibly accurate in quiet surroundings, but needs a good data connection to work. Now, most apps aren't yet optimized for the Retina display, but the iPad handles scaling impressively well. Apps that are optimized for the Retina display look amazing, especially iPhoto. Zooming in to find detail is pin sharp and reveals the slightest discrepancies, while applying effects are noticeable in real time. Now, before launch, rumours pointed to the A6 quad-core processor, but instead we got the A5X and quad-core graphics. Now, with 4 times the number of pixels to push, the iPad needs twice the graphical power of the iPad 2. Graphic-intensive games look good on screen, and the games optimised for the Retina display look truly console quality at the new resolution, displaying very little to no lag, and transitions are just as smooth and fast as the iPad 2's, if not a little more. Now, with apps increasing in size to accommodate the screen and HD movies taking up as much as 3 to 5 gig with no storage expansion, even the 64 gig model will struggle. Now, you're looking at around 10 hours battery life, so the same as the iPad 2, and a couple more if you turn off the connectivity. But charging takes a whopping 5.5 hours, which explains the marginal increase in girth and weight. Apple has also upgraded the iPad with a new 5-megapixel iSight camera, complete with the iPhone 4S's optics. And it's great in decent light, rivaling the iPhone 4 and falling just short of the 4S. Its 1080p video is much better. When held stationary, it's smooth and crisp, and image stabilization should ensure videos aren't ruined by shaky hands. Turn the lights out though, and pics and videos are noisy, and there's no LED photo light to improve the situation. The front VGA camera does the job for video calling, although the 1080p 2-megapixel cams of some rivals will pull up more detail. And the new iPad may support 4G connectivity, but it's not supported here in the UK. But thanks to HSPA+, you can achieve 3 times what the iPad 2 can muster. Not exactly 4G, but it's better than nothing. So there's not much more to the new version. There's no HDMI or USB port or SD card slot, but all can be added via the 30-pin port. But the new iPad is without a doubt the best tablet you can buy right now. The Retina display is incredible. Chuck in a fantastic selection of apps, brilliant camera functionality, and impressive performance and battery life, all for a price that undercuts most of the competition, and you're looking at the best tablet on the block.